God ever called me to be a pastor's wife, I'll never know. You know, growing up when I was little, I was shy, I was backwards, and talking was never something that I liked to do. And when I was 15 and the Lord called me to be a pastor's wife, I thought, Lord, you have messed your lines up somewhere. It has to be for somebody else because it wasn't meant for me, because that's not what I'm supposed to do. And anytime I get up and I sing or whatever, I have to fight the fear. The fear of singing or speaking or whatever. That's just a part of who I am. I get nervous when I play the piano. I get nervous when I sing. I get nervous when I talk. And just to start out, in December, I started an exercise program. My health wasn't doing very well. I've hiked and I've walked and I've done all this other stuff, and I just felt like I needed to do something to make a change, to improve my health. So I started this exercise program, and the coach, the instructor, each day she gives words of encouragement. And that very first week, she had on her chalkboard, change nothing and nothing will change. And I thought, wow, yeah. And then now she was relaying that to your health. You know, if you don't exercise, you don't eat right, then it's all going to stay the same. But then I started over the month of December while I was doing this program and trying to improve my health. The Lord told me, He said, change nothing and nothing will change. Not only in your physical, but also in your spiritual. If you don't change something, then it's not going to change. It's not going to improve. What you're doing is not working. So you need to do something. If you want improvement, then you need to do something. So, over this time, I was like, yeah, Lord, there's got to be a change. And with this COVID and the fear that has been placed upon our country through media and everything, and so many people being in fear, and it's no matter where you went, there was this overwhelming presence of fear, and you just couldn't get away from it. And to be honest with you, it's really pulling me down. And I was getting really a bad attitude about just about everything. And several times Jeff had said, when you're coming to church, you need to worship, and worship is a participatory thing. You have to participate in it to get something out of it. And so the next thing was, God said, so what are you going to do? Change nothing, nothing will change. You're going to participate, or you're going to sit back there and you're going to keep doing what you're doing, and you're being miserable and you're being unhappy, and you just live in your fear and let that control you, or are you gonna do things? So, like most of you here, recently I started my Bible study and just praying more and listening to music more, and to getting away from social media. Facebook is, I'm sorry, but it's just evil. And every time you go to Facebook and you look at all that stuff, and it's just negative stuff. And even like today, I'm sure they didn't mean anything by it. Was another Christian person was like, there, okay, since Biden is president, everybody needs to have 2 weeks to a month worth of food in their house, because it's the world is going to end, and I know that it is, but it was that fear, once again, placing that fear upon Christians and just pulling us down and giving a sense of no hope. But we do have hope. We have hope in Jesus.
Amen.
And we need, as Christians, we need to be prepared. And COVID is a thing, and there are a lot of fears in our life. But we really need to be edifying one another. We need to be encouraging one another. During this time, we need to be worshiping the Lord, and it's time for a change. And God said, "Are you going to be that change?" And I said, "I don't want to do it by myself." And He says, it's got to start somewhere. And I was like, but all this stuff is going on, and I was just giving excuses. And then I came across this song, and it says, "I don't know about tomorrow." And in one of the things it says, "I don't worry over the future, for I know what Jesus said." And that's not me for a long time. I worry about everything. And it always goes to the worst possible thing that can happen, And then I came across this verse. "For God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind." God's not the author of the spirit of fear. He's not a part of that. So what I'm feeling, it's not of God.
Amen.
He is of power, and He is of love, and He is of a sound mind. And I'm telling you right now, people don't have a sound mind. We have lost our minds. And it's a time to realize that God is power, He is love, and He is of a sound mind. Y'all pray for me, why?
Bless you, Lord.
As the golden stream
hope
Amen.
tomorrow. He's taken care of me. He's taken care of my family this far. And I'm sure that each of you can look in your own lives and you can see God's blessing and say, He's taken care of me this far. He's not forsaken me, and He'll keep doing it just like He always has.
Amen.
Yeah.